Drop everything. Queen. Because if he is not spoiling you at the level I'm about to describe flowers on random Tuesdays. 5-figure shopping sprees just because. Private tables at restaurants that don't even have menus. First-class tickets booked the second you mention you're in the mood for Paris. Then you are wasting your precious feminine energy on a man who does not deserve 1 second of your glow. And tonight I'm drawing the non-negotiable line in 24-karat gold, so you can walk away today and step into the reality where you are worshipped exactly the way you were born to be. I want you to picture this. 2 weeks ago, I woke up in Capri. Sun pouring through floor-to-ceiling windows of a villa that costs more per night than most people make in a month. And there on the marble nightstand was a black box tied with crimson ribbon. Inside a custom diamond tennis bracelet that caught the light like liquid fire. No birthday. No anniversary. No occasion. Just a note in his handwriting that said saw this and thought of your wrist. Baby. And that, my love, is the bare minimum for a woman like me. For a woman like you. Because when a man truly understands high-value feminine energy, he doesn't wait for Valentine's Day. He spoils you constantly, obsessively, extravagantly, because keeping you dripping in luxury is how he proves he is worthy of breathing the same air as you. I used to accept the most pathetic crumbs. A $12 bouquet from Whole Foods on my birthday. A let's split the check on the third date. A happy Women's Day text with no gift attached. And I would smile and say thank you like a good little girl who was scared to ask for more. Until one day I looked in the mirror and realized I was betraying the goddess staring back at me. I was shrinking my standards to fit into some broke boy's budget. And I swore on everything expensive that I would rather be single and dripping in self-made diamonds than ever again let a man make me feel small with cheap energy. And the second I made that vow, the entire universe rearranged itself to send me men who spoil me so hard it would make most women blush. Tonight I'm giving you the exact checklist, the non-negotiable FemPhoria standard of spoiling. So you can look at your situation right now and know instantly whether you stay or you leave. Because queens do not negotiate with peasants. And the moment you accept less than lavish, you teach him your discount when you are limited edition. Rule 1. He pays for everything. Always. No exceptions. No ill Venmo you. No let's go halfsies. From the first date to the 50th anniversary. His card touches the machine before yours even leaves your Birkin. I'm talking Ubers, dinners, vacations, manicures, the $800 facial you mentioned in passing. All of it. Because a man who truly values you sees providing as his greatest privilege. Not a burden. And if he ever flinches at a check, you are done. Walk away in your Laubautins and never look back. Rule 2. Spontaneous luxury gifts that make your jaw drop. Not just on holidays. I'm talking random Tuesdays, he sends a new Cartier love bracelet because your Instagram story looked too good. Or a limited edition, Lady Dior shows up at your door because he overheard you say you loved the color blush. These aren't bribes. Darling. They are proof that you live rent-free in his mind 24/7, and he needs to see his tokens glittering on your body to calm his masculine need to claim you. Rule 3. Experiences that make other women seethe with envy. Private tables at Carbone. Rooftop buyouts in Dubai. Front row at Fashion Week with a security detail. Weekend getaways on yachts where the crew calls you mom and he calls you baby. Because a high-value man knows your beauty deserves the most exquisite backdrops on earth. And if your dates still look like Applebee's and Netflix, you are with a boy, not a man. And boys do not get access to goddesses. Rule 4. He upgrades your life. Not just your Instagram. He's sending you to the best dermatologist in Beverly Hills. Booking you the suite at the Ammon when you say you need a solo reset. Paying for the personal trainer that sculpts your body into a weapon. Because he understands that investing in your glow is investing in his greatest asset. You. Rule 5. Public worship that makes it clear to the entire world you are his queen. He's posting you on his main grid with captions that make grown men jealous. Introducing you to his billionaire friends as my woman. Flying you to his hometown to meet his mother wearing the necklace he bought you. Because a man who spoils you correctly is proud to show the planet he won the lottery when he won you. I've walked away from men who made 8 figures the second they hesitated over a dinner check. I've ended situationships the moment the gift stopped flowing. I've blocked numbers faster than lightning when I felt the energy shift from lavish to lazy. Because the second a man stops spoiling you at this level is the second he stops seeing you as the prize. And I refuse, absolutely refuse, to be anything less than the most expensive woman in every room I enter. If you're feeling that fire rising in your chest right now, smash that subscribe button and the bell, because I only teach what gets results in the real world. No fairy tales, just receipts. And queens, let's go deeper. Because this isn't about being a spoiled princess. This is about energetic alignment. About only allowing men into your aura who understand that your presence is the rarest, most expensive commodity on earth, and they must pay the cover charge in Chanel, Cartier, and first-class tickets just to sit at your table. And the second you enforce that standard, your entire reality upgrades. Your skin starts glowing like you're lit from within. Your laugh sounds like money. Doors that were once locked swing open. Because you finally stopped leaking your priceless feminine essence on boys who treat you like a 7-Eleven, when you are a private members only club with a waiting list a mile long. I learned this lesson in the most delicious way after I left a man who made 7 figures a year, yet cried poverty every time I wanted something beautiful. He'd drop 50 grand on bottle service for his friends, but tell me that bag is an investment. Babe, maybe next year. And I would shrink. I would pretend I didn't want the world wrapped in a crimson bow. Until one morning, I woke up in Positano. Alone in a suite he was supposed to pay for but forgot to confirm. And instead of chasing him for the money, I blocked his number. Ordered room service caviar on my own card. And posted a story dripping in self-made luxury. And within hours, a new man ID barely spoken to slid into my DMs with pack a bag. The jet leaves for Ibiza in 3 hours. I saw your story and decided you deserve better. And just like that, I went from being nickel and dimed to being spoiled so hard I had to buy another suitcase for the gifts. Because the universe will never let a woman who knows her worth stay in cheap energy for long. The psychology is brutally simple. When a man invests serious resources in you, time, money, status, his brain literally rewires to see you as his most valuable asset. Every dollar he spends becomes a dopamine hit that bonds him deeper. Every gift is a public declaration that you are claimed. And the more extravagant the investment, the more obsessed he becomes. I've watched players who swore they'd never spend on a woman empty their accounts just to see me smile in a new pair of Louboutins. I've watched avoidance book entire spas in Santorini because I casually said I've never had a couples massage. Because real spoiling isn't about the object. It's about the message. Keeping this woman glowing is my highest priority. And if he's not sending that message loud and clear with his actions, he does not value you. He values convenience. And queens do not do convenient. Look at your situation right now and ask yourself the brutal questions. When was the last time he surprised you with something that made your girlfriends gasp in the group chat? When was the last time he paid for something so lavish it almost felt sinful to accept? When was the last time he looked at you like spoiling you was his full-time religion? And if the answer is he says he's saving up, or gifts aren't his love language, or worse, silence, then baby, you already know the door is right there. Because you deserve fresh orchids on your vanity every week. Not excuses in your inbox. You deserve private chefs and penthouse suites. Not let's cook pasta at home. You deserve a man who sees your beauty and immediately starts calculating how many zeros it takes to keep it shining. The moment you raise your standard to this level, the trash takes itself out faster than you can say next. The broke boys vanish. The cheap ones self-deport. And the ones who remain start competing to outspoil each other just for the honor of carrying your shopping bags. I went from accepting $9.99 roses from the gas station to waking up with a new Hermes bag on the pillow, because orange is your color this season. I went from splitting Ubers to having a black GLS with my name on the plate waiting downstairs. I went from happy birthday texts to being flown to the Maldives with a jeweler on speed dial. All because I decided I would rather be single and dripping in self-funded diamonds than ever again let a man make me feel like I'm asking for too much when I'm actually worth everything. So right now, I want you to make a blood oath to the goddess in the mirror. Promise her that from this breath forward, you will accept nothing less than breathtaking. Obsessive. Wallet-emptying spoiling. Promise her that the next man who hesitates over a dinner check will be the last man who ever tastes your lipstick. Because you are not here to be comfortable. Darling, you are here to be worshipped, adored, and spoiled until the word enough disappears from your vocabulary. And now, my loves, we are etching this truth so deep into your nervous system that the very thought of accepting anything less than breathtaking, obsessive, wallet-melting spoiling will feel like swallowing glass. Because the woman who fully embodies this frequency does not explain, does not compromise, does not wait 6 months to see if he steps up. She feels the shift in energy the way a panther feels a temperature drop, and she is gone before he even finishes the sentence "I'm just not big on gifts." From this moment forward, you walk through the world wrapped in the unshakable certainty that your beauty, your laugh, your presence alone are worth more than most men's entire net worth. And any male who disagrees is immediately disqualified from breathing your perfume. Every single time you feel that old programming creeping in, the one that whispers, "Don't be high maintenance." He shows love differently. Maybe he'll surprise you later. I want you to stop, close your eyes, and replay this exact transmission in your mind until the only voice you hear is mine telling you that you deserve fresh orchids on your vanity every Monday simply because you opened your eyes. You deserve the new seasons, Chanel boots the day they drop, because your legs look lethal in them. You deserve a man who books the entire top floor of the Mark Hotel just so you can have breakfast overlooking Central Park in a silk robe that costs more than his car payment. And if he is not actively, consistently, breathlessly making that happen, then he is stealing oxygen that belongs to the man who will. Picture it right now. You wake up tomorrow and there's a black Amex with your name on it sitting on a tray of beluga caviar. No conversation. No "what's this for?" Just a text that says "go make yourself dangerous, baby." Because that is the baseline. That is the starting line. That is what it feels like when a man finally understands that keeping you spoiled is the greatest privilege of his life. And the second you lock this in, the universe starts moving chess pieces you didn't even know existed. The cheap ones ghost themselves. The ill-try-harder boys disappear overnight. The ones who remain start competing in ways that would make the devil blush. I've had men wire 6 figures before the first kiss just to prove they were serious. I've had exes who used to split the check come crawling back with private islands and apologies. I've had complete strangers send Birkins to my hotel suite because my energy screamed this woman is expensive and I need to be part of that story. That is the power of refusing to dim your price tag for anyone. Tonight, when he suggests let's just chill at home, when the Venmo requests stay empty, when it's been weeks since he made your heart race with a surprise that cost more than rent, I want you to channel every ounce of this fire. Look him straight in the eyes and feel in every cell of your body that you are worth breakfast in bed served on solid gold trays. Worth spontaneous shopping sprees that shut down Rodeo Drive. Worth a man who thanks his accountant every month for the privilege of funding your glow up. And then you stand up. You slip into the dress that makes grown men stutter. You walk out without a single word because queens do not announce their departure. We simply vanish and let the silence bankrupt his soul. From this second forward, you move like the rarest vintage on earth. Uncorked only for those who can afford the tasting fee. You speak like your smile costs a deposit. You glow like you're wrapped in liquid diamonds 24/7. Because when you finally, fully, unapologetically demand the spoiling you were born for, the entire planet rearranges itself to keep you dripping. Gifts manifest before the thought is fully formed. Trips appear the moment you sigh. Your phone lights up with the jet is fueled. The villa is yours. The jeweler is on standby. And you never again waste one heartbeat wondering if you're asking for too much. Because the right man will look at you and think I haven't even started. So go out there and be the most expensive woman any room has ever seen. Be the one they whisper about in boardrooms and group chats. Be the one who gets proposed to with a ring that needs its own security detail. Be the one who makes billionaires nervous because they still feel like they're not doing enough. And watch how fast the world falls to its knees trying to keep you smiling. Drop "I needed this" in the comments if you're officially done with cheap energy and ready to be spoiled so hard it breaks the internet. Turn on notifications because the next video will make weak women delete their dating apps and queens collect their crowns. And I'll see you gorgeous, dripping in diamonds legends in the next masterpiece. Now go collect the entire world on a platinum platter. Because anything less is an insult to the goddess you just became.